Okay. This is gonna be a boring one, but I have to fold my laundry, and I also wanted to somehow document my laundry experience from the past 2 weeks because I have to. It has to be somebody needs to know about it. It's not enough that I went through it alone. Somebody needs to be able to feel what I felt at that time. So I'm gonna do my best to sort of recreate the scene of what transpired. So last weekend, I haven't done laundry in months because I do all my laundry, pretty much all the clothes I own, once every couple of months. And then once I'm out of clean clothes, I do my laundry. Why? Because laundry is a pain in the ass when you don't have a washer dryer unit. Mo, would you get out, please? It's a pain in the ass when you don't have a washer dryer in unit. I overheard somebody walking down the street the other day like, yeah, it's got a washer dryer in unit, like talking about how they were going to presumably be moving into a place with a washer and dryer in unit. And all I could think to myself was, wow, that stings. Yeah, that's what I really needed to hear after having gone through this fucking traumatic experience. So anyway, yeah, it's a huge huge pain in the ass. Anyway, so last weekend, I want to say it was Sunday. I know for a fact that I did not fucking do it on Saturday because I was lazy. So on Sunday morning, I was like, all right, I'm going down. And I thought I got down there early enough, like 10 or whatever, and every single unit, all but one, were taken up, which is fine. I was like, all right, whatever, I expected it. My blood pressure shot up a little bit, but nothing too extreme. And so I was like, well, I guess I'll just wait, and I'll wait for somebody's thing to get done, and then I'll go and wash my own. So I noticed that there's an empty washing machine, so I was like, there's a couple of older ladies there, and I noticed they're not using it, so I look around and I'm like, all right, well, I'll go load it up. So I load it up, and only after I'm done loading it up does anyone bother to mention to me, like, oh, hey, by the way, that one doesn't work. So I was like, oh, okay, well, thanks for telling me after I already loaded it up. So then after that, I noticed like a couple of washing machines next to, would you stop please? A couple of washing machines next to mine, the clothes stopped being washed, and so they're just sitting there. So I'm waiting for somebody to come and take them out, and eventually this person does come and take them out. There's like 3 that are done, and she takes out the clothes that are in like 2 of them, or something like that, or she lets them sit there. I don't quite remember what happened. So then I put all my shit in there. I put all my laundry in those ones, and I open the top to put my detergent in, and I realize, oh, somebody already like loaded this thing up with a fuck ton of detergent for whatever they're gonna put in there. And so I was like, oh, well, fuck, because I don't want to take somebody else's detergent because I don't want to start any fights because I don't know where this I don't know where this person is. And so I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll just wait for another one to fucking open. So I take my shit out of the one that already has detergent in there because I don't want to steal somebody else's detergent. Mo, would you stop? I don't want to have to deal with the whole, like, this person coming down and they're pissed at me for stealing their detergent, and I need to give them my detergent, but it's not the correct detergent. So it ends up turning into a thing where it's like, okay, so do I want to just owe this person money? Which I don't. I don't want to have to fucking deal with anyone else. The last thing I want to do on laundry day is have to deal with other people. So I'm like, fuck it. Alright? And then by this time, a couple more open up. And there's this old woman there, and she's like taking some of them out and putting them in the car to dry them. And then she's loading up the laundry machines again, but she's not hitting start on them. She's not putting the card in and hitting start. So I'm starting to get pissed. I'm like, why isn't she hitting start? You know, she's taking up a ton of time. And I ask her, I'm like, hey, is this your stuff in here? She's like, oh no, it's for a friend. Okay, so then what? This person just gets to leave their fucking stuff in here the entire time? And so, whatever. I start, my shit starts going, right? I'm washing it in one of the things. The other one has detergent in it. The other one has the friend's stuff in there. But the thing with the friend's stuff, I even took it out. I was like, hey, can I take this out? I took it out, but that one also had detergent in the top. So there's like two of these fucking washing machines that are claimed for this person, for this friend, who's just never coming back. And so I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And meanwhile, the other ones, I don't know, she's like loading them up, and the ones with the detergent, but nobody's hitting start on anything, so they're basically just taking up this goddamn real estate for no other reason than maybe they forgot it was in there, or maybe they were deliberately trying to do me harm somehow. And so, I finally get it going. And this other old lady comes in, and she points to the one with nothing in it. And I'm like, you can put it in there. There's detergent in there, though. There's dry detergent, and then there's wet, whatever, the aftershave, whatever the fuck you call it. I don't know what it's called. Goddamn piece of cum. And so, she just immediately opens it up and starts clawing it out and throwing it away. So I was like, okay, well, good to know. I'm pissed that I didn't think of that, but, if somebody comes in here and gets pissed, it's one old lady getting pissed at another old lady. So there's not this inherent sort of discomfort with my age versus their age. I don't fucking know. So she starts doing that. She puts her shoes in there to wash her shoes. She starts doing it, whatever. By this time, my load is wrapping up. Now another person comes in, and he's looking around. He's like, well, he's trying to do the same thing as I am. He's trying to get a spot, and I'm like, buddy, you need to back the fuck up because you're driving me crazy. I swear to God. At this point, I was about to explode. I got one old lady who's not doing anything with this stuff, and she just has her the detergent in there, and she's waiting on her friend or something, and then she just disappears. I got the shoe lady who clawed everything out, so already I'm kind of pissed because I'm like, okay, well, I should have done that, but I didn't, and she didn't offer to, like, oh, hey, you were here first, you want to do it? No. So, and then this other guy comes in, and now my thing is about done, and I'm sweating bullets because both of them are staring at me like, do you have any more? Do you really need to do more? Can we go? So I start unloading my shit into one of the carts to push it over to the dryer. And I turn around, I push the cart over, and when I turn around, this old lady stole my goddamn washing machine and starts shoveling her stuff in. She scurried over and just starts shoving it in really quickly. I'm like, I have more shit. You see that I have 2 fucking cartfuls of clothing, so why would you go ahead and she literally snuck behind my back to put the shit in there. I was like, lady, I let you have this other one because you clawed out the detergent. Now you're stealing my goddamn washing machine. And so at this point, I was so beside myself that I said, fuck it, I'm saving it for another day. I'll just wear whatever the fuck I already washed because I was so close to losing my goddamn mind. In fact, I did lose my goddamn mind when I came back up. But the fucking gall of that and she fucking smiled at me and she was acting all nice. I'm like, you just stole my goddamn thing. But of course, I'm too big of a goddamn baby to stand up for myself against an old woman, and that was it. And so, yeah, that was last weekend. That was last weekend's laundry excursion. And of course, and another great part that I forgot to leave out. The washing machine that didn't fucking work, yeah, I put detergent in there before anyone told me it didn't work. So I just wasted, however many, probably about $1 worth of fucking detergent because nobody bothered to tell me, hey, that thing doesn't work. But this is the people we're dealing with at the laundry facility in my building. This has nothing to do with the people. This has to do with the fact that it's laundry and nobody likes to fucking do it. People are sneaking behind each other's backs to sabotage them. People are not telling me, hey, that thing doesn't work. Don't put detergent in there. Why? I don't fucking know, but I know for a fact that somebody got a free goddamn wash on my detergent. It's insane. It is honestly insane. That place is a fucking battlefield, and I'm sick of it. But today I went down there, and you know what? I had a really pleasant time. Why? Probably because it's a holiday weekend and people aren't losing their fucking minds to get everything done so they can have their Sunday dinner, so they can enjoy their Sunday. Today is Sunday. I don't have to go to work tomorrow, which means that today is basically Saturday, which means today I'm fucking happy. Okay? Despite what I might sound like right now, the only reason I'm pissed is because I'm remembering the scumbaggery that went down last weekend at my laundry facility. That is what I'm remembering. Today, I'm in a great fucking mood. I feel awesome. I'm not pissed off. Because, and here's another thing. Here's the deal with this is why so much of me died last weekend trying to do the goddamn laundry. Is because it was a Sunday, and you know what? I don't want to spend my entire fucking day battling people to wash my clothes. Sunday, worse than Monday. Sunday is my least favorite day of the week because it disguises itself as a day off, but it's not. Because you know what? Looming right around the corner is just another goddamn work week. And so Sunday is just this horrible buffer where it's like, well, there's really nothing to look forward to after this. And unless you're really good at indulging in the present moment, all you're going to be thinking about is tomorrow. And, well, lo and behold, I fucking suck at indulging in the present moment, so I can't really enjoy myself, which means that Sundays, for me, are just torturous. However, this week is different. Today is Sunday, technically Saturday. Tomorrow is going to be Monday. I'm not going to be working on Monday, meaning it's not going to feel like a Sunday, it's going to feel like a goddamn snow day. Which brings me to my next point, which is snow days. Snow days are the best kind of day off you can fucking ask for. You know why? Because you don't deserve them. Days off that you don't deserve are always the best kind of days because you have nothing planned. You have no expectations, and technically speaking, you're not even supposed to leave the house, right? You can't plan ahead, and when you can't plan ahead, things fall into place. The more you plan, the more you're setting yourself up to just get shot in the fucking foot. You don't plan anything, you just, hang out, you have a snow day off. It's like, wow, this is what a vacation feels like, where you just completely detach. That's it. The second you start planning for shit, boom, it's over. It's fucking over. Which is exactly what I tried to do last Sunday. I tried to plan ahead. I assumed, wrongly, that my laundry experience would be like every other laundry experience I ever did on the weekend, which was, it's a pain in the ass, it takes a little while, I get really sweaty and my back starts hurting at one point, but I get it done within a reasonable amount of time, like I did today. However, that didn't fucking happen last weekend. Why? Because every other time I did laundry leading up to this weekend, I had done it on my weekend. And considering my other job, my weekend was Monday and Tuesday, which means I was doing laundry on like a fucking Monday at 11 a.m. Who the fuck is doing laundry at that time but me? No one. Nobody at all. And so that's what I got used to. And then on Sunday I went in there and oh my fucking God was I wrong. Jesus Christ. Oh, I really have never been so annoyed with an old person in my entire life. Old people, wealth of knowledge. Incredible minds. They lived, they lived almost a century. They know so much more than you. They're so much smarter than you. And you would think that they have more manners than you. That they learned, to basically exemplify, do unto others as you would do unto them, whatever that bullshit is. Well, they clearly don't fucking believe it, and that's what I had to deal with this weekend. Not all old people, but these particular old people who went behind my actually snuck behind my back like, what in the fuck? I know you've been alive way too long to be able to sort of justify and excuse that kind of sneaky behavior. It's like, come on. I get it. You're older than I am. You lived a long time. You know, you get the first option to sit on the bus and the train. That's, great. I totally respect that, and I stand on the bus and the train far more than I would like, but I do it because these other people, they're older. They probably have had a much more difficult life than I have because they're older and they've just dealt with more shit that I have yet to deal with. And, I can stomach. What I can't stomach is just pretending that you don't know it's wrong to steal someone's goddamn washing machine when they clearly have several baskets worth of shit that need to go in there. And that's it. Oh my God.